Assalamu alaikum. My name is Wali Shoaib and I am a student of ComSat SWA. My registration number is FA20BCS084 and I'm from B2 section, and the topic of my project is Shah Jahan Mosque, which is located in Tata. So the index that we will be defining throughout the project is mainly based on five main topics, subtopics, which are history, location, background, interior structure, and cultural importance of Shah Jahan Mosque. History. Shah Jahan Mosque, as the name depicts, it was built by Shah Jahan. The mosque is considered to have the most elaborate display of the tile work in the South Asia. Its construction actually started in 1647 and was completed in 1657 in the reign of Emperor Aurangzeb. The mosque is actually located in eastern Thata. The Shah Jahan Mosque was basically built as a token of gift from Shah Jahan to the people of Sindh. Background. Basically, Shah Jahan, after rebelling against his father, took refuge in Sindh. Shah Jahan was impressed by the sheer amount of hospitality that was displayed by the Sindhi people, and as a token of gift, he ordered the construction of the mosque. The construction of the mosque may also have partially motivated by a desire to help alleviate the effects of devastating storm that impacted the region in 1637 and which had nearly destroyed Tata. So it could have been a kind of a thing that Shah Jahan was trying to make up for the people of Tata. Background. Shah Jahan campaign in Central Asia during this era influenced the mosque architecture style. As the development of the mosque was going on, simultaneously the conquest of Shah Jahan in the Central Asia played a pivotal role in the development of the mosque, such as the Timurid influence were first time introduced into the Mughal Empire as his army has pressed against Samarkand, which is modernly known as Uzbekistan. Despite the fact that Emperor was not in the region during its construction, it was handled by the top notch professionals of that time, and it was actually funded by Mughals imperial coffers. So the exact location of the mosque is in eastern Tata, which was the capital of Sindh in 16th and 17th century, just before the Sindh's capital was changed to Hyderabad. It is located near the Makli necropolis, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The site is approximately 100 kilometers away from the Karachi, so local tourists come and do visit this versatile mosque. Interior structure. So we'll be defining the construction of mosque in this particular time. The Shah Jahan architecture is influenced by Turkic and Persian styles. It is built on the fundamental that was laid upon by Turkeys and the Persians. The mosque has one of the best brickwork and the use of blue tiles, both of which are directly influenced by Timurid architectural styles from Central Asia. Even though some other mosques don't use multiple colors, but this particular Shah Jahan mosque does use. The mosque is famous with its beautiful architecture with red bricks and blue colored glaze tiles, probably imported from another Sindh's town of Hala. Decorative elements. The decorative elements that define the mosque are as follow: tile work, brickwork, and layout. Tile work. The most important aspects of this mosque is the use of tile. It is one of the most elaborate display of the tile work. Unlike the Wazir Khan Mosque in the Lahore, Shah Jahan Mosque is another Shah Jahan era mosque, but in Tata does not employ the use of fresco. It doesn't have fresco. The mosque styles represent a direct influence of Timurid style as the conquest was going on simultaneously while he was constructing the mosque. The mosque employs cobalt blue, turquoise, manganese, violet, and white tiles. The mosque dome is embellished with exquisite blue and white tile work arranged in stellated pattern to represent the heaven. It has a symbolic meaning to itself as well. The local tourists find it very enduring and very charming. Its wall featured calligraphic tile work that is actually signed by Abdul Ghafoor and Abdul Sheikh. The tile's location and arrangement display the Persian Safavid influence and features several colors on single tile, unlike the work at Lahore, which featured only a single tile on each. Tile work. Some secondary domes are decorated with tile work and arches. Here are some of the physical photos that represent the tile work that is actually seen at Shah Jahan Mosque. The mosque Ivans or entry portals are also decorated with work. You can see how this gold and blue color represents the aesthetics of the 17th century. Brickwork. The mosque features extensive brickwork laid in a geometric pattern, which is decorative element unusual for Maurya era because it wasn't present. The Termeroid architecture structure adds a sense of so much greater sense that it does not. The mosque brickwork was also influenced by Sindhi vernacular styles, which in turn was influenced by Persian architecture. The mosque also has some influence from the Persian, uh, from Sindhi's vernacular styles. Brickwork is most notably in the arcade surrounding the central courtyard, while concentrated rings of the bricks are used to embellish the underside of peripheral dome. And here are some brickwork that represents the magnificent amount of work that was put in by the laborers. The mosque showcases brickwork in geometric pattern as we have discussed. It consists of concentrated circles like a ripple tank with waves flowing throughout it. Layout. The layout of the mosque may have been influenced by the conservative, again, Termeroid style Humayun Mosque, which is actually in Kachpura near the city of Agra. The main entry in the mosque complex is through a Persian style char bagh or a quadrangle garden. So the basically the entrance of the mosque has some of its complexity divined in such manner that it assumes its viewer. The main prayer hall is said to be the worst of its central courtyard, which features avans or portals in each of the four cardinal directions. The courtyard is rectangular in shape and measures 169 feet by 97 feet. It is surrounded by galleries which are lined with 33 arches. The mosque mihrab features pierced screens, an element that is commonly employed in Mughal funerary monuments but unusual in Mughal mosque. The mosque features excellent acoustic, so the sounding production in the mosque is really good. A person that is standing on the one end of the dome can be heard from another end when the speech exceeds 100 decibels. Here is a pictorial view of the mosque courtyard. You can see how good does it look. Construction built upon a stone plinth with heavy square pillars and massive walls and centered around a courtyard 169 into 97. It is one of the first mosques that has the sense of Termeroid architecture embedded into it. The prayer chamber is of similar sizes, both are covered by large domes. On the north and the south sides are the galleries, and the tourists come often here to show because this mosque is one of the unique mosques that is present in the subcontinent. It does not have any monotone to it. It has two tones, it has two colors of tiles and etc. And the stylish floral pattern as in the 7th century Kashi work of Iran decorate quadrille of the arches and elsewhere geometrically designed and the square tiles are disposed in a series of panels. It is one of the greatest work of the Muslims in 19th century, and it's just too good to be true, to be honest. And the tourists pay a lot of money to come over here because it is the only mosque that has the Terminoid architecture. It actually correlates to the success of it into it. And thank you. That's from my side, and I hope you enjoyed the video.